Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today we've got a 10-game NHL slate we're going to be going over for the day. So we're not going to waste too much time here in the intro. So before we get into the video, before we get into the recap, you guys know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. You can also follow us on our social medias at BetsEarl on Twitter, at Earl Sports Bets on Instagram, and we also have a Discord link if you guys want to join that. The link to that is in the description of the video down below. We also have merch if you guys want to help support the channel that way. The link to that will also be in the description of the video down below. We also are doing a contest, as you guys may know. All you guys got to do is give your best bets in the comment section below, and the person with the most units won at the end of the month, which we still got 8 days left in the contest, wins $25. And right now our leader is Andreas Mani at 8-2 record, 7.5 units gained, followed second by Wheezy, third by Katie Fisher. All right, quick recap of yesterday. And yesterday was a heartbreaking day for NHL. I had a really good NBA day, a really good MLB day, and I feel like I sacrificed all that luck in the NHL for those good results. Nashville, ouch, up 4-1 in the third period, losing overtime. That one hurts. Kind of like the Edmonton game. I actually bet it at 6 the night before. I gave it out as 5.5 because I still like the plus money on there. And they score 2 meaningless goals in the last 4 minutes to make it 4-3 and send the game over. Vegas, San Jose, 4-2, empty net goal with less than a minute to go. All 3 of our losses were within the last minute and a half of each game, which was very unfortunate. But we went 0-3 yesterday, 205. 196 on the year, 51.2%, 4.45 units gained so far this season. So we're still making money, and let's try to bounce back here with today's NHL slate as we are starting with the Washington Capitals taking on the New York Islanders here. We have minus 116 for the Isles, plus 105 for the Capitals. Semyon Varlamov and Ilya Samsonov projected goalies for today. None are confirmed. Looking at this game, this is a really, really important game for both these two teams. They're both 29-13-4. I believe tied for first place in the Eastern Division. So this is a game for first place here. Islanders a small favorite at home. And I actually kind of lean towards the Capitals in this game on the road as a plus money dog. But this is going to be a layoff game. This is going to be a watch and learn game, kind of, or an entertainment game, really. This is a battle for first place, so I lean towards the Capitals. I lean towards the under in this game because I think it's going to be a tight checking Islanders hockey type of game. But I'm going to lay off the total as well because these two teams are trending towards two totally different directions for the total. Washington has gone over in their last 7 games. Islanders have gone under in 7 of their last 9, with one of those 9 being a push, so only one over in the last 9 games for the Islanders. So this is going to be a pass for me here. Lean towards the under, lean towards the Capitals, passing on the game as a whole. Our next game here is the Boston Bruins and the Buffalo Sabres, minus 295 for the Bruins, plus 260 for the Sabres. Over under 5.5 goals for this game. We're getting Jeremy Swayman versus Dustin Tokarski. Tokarski's not looked half bad in net. None of these goalies are confirmed. Tokarski and Swayman are both confirmed. And both have looked pretty good. Swayman 4-1-0, a 938 save percentage, 1.78 goals allowed per game. Tokarski is at a 918 save percentage, only allowing 3.05 goals per game. And once again, the Bruins just don't score that well. They're 28th in shots on goal, 29th in goals per game. So this is going to be an underplay for me. All 4 of these games have ended the same way. Bruins win and an under cashes. We're going to go with the Bruins win tonight and the under cashes in that game. Our next one is going to be the Carolina Hurricanes and the Florida Panthers. -124 for the Hurricanes, +112 for the Panthers. Over under 5.5 goals for this one. And my look at this one is, why is this line so short? I really like Carolina in this spot. They've been playing much better. They're 6-2-2 in their last 10 games. They've won 3 of their last 4, with their only loss being an overtime loss against the Tampa Bay Lightning. They've been playing really well lately. Also, Florida coming in on a 5-game win streak, but Carolina has had these Florida Panthers number so far this year, winning 5 of the 6 matches. We're going with the Carolina Hurricanes here, -124 versus the Florida Panthers. I think this should be more of a -135, -140. Panthers have been struggling, or they have some injuries to worry about. Spencer Knight did look good the other night, but Uyghur is still day-to-day, and it looks like they're going to... Hornquist is day-to-day. Verhaeghe is day-to-day. Marshman is day-to-day. Noel Acciari is day-to-day. So a lot of question marks with this Florida Panthers team. We're going to go with the more sure team here. Carolina Hurricanes -124 versus the Florida Panthers. Tampa Bay Lightning take on the Columbus Blue Jackets in this next game here. -257 for the Lightning, +228 for the Blue Jackets. Over under 5.5 goals for this game. And looking at this one, I'm going to be passing on this game. Though I will have a play. I will put out a play if we find out that Tampa Bay chooses to go with Curtis McElhinney, which and rest Vasilevsky because it is Columbus. I will take a shot at +230 with Columbus if Curtis McElhinney is in net. If he's not, I'm laying off this game completely. Columbus, they have been struggling a lot this year, but one team they seem to be able to do halfway decent against is these Tampa Bay Lightning. They're 3-3 so far this season. 3-3 over under as well, so this is going to be a pass for this game. It'll be a Blue Jackets play if we get Curtis McElhinney in net, and only if we get Curtis McElhinney in net, but it's going to be a pass for this game between the Lightning and the Jackets. Our next game here is going to be the Pittsburgh Penguins and the New Jersey Devils, -275 for the Penguins, +243 for the Devils. Over under of 6 goals for this game. And I feel like there's one simple play for this one. We're going over the total here. Scott Wedgwood has not looked good. Mackenzie Blackwood is day-to-day right now, so I don't think we're going to have him in net. PK Subban is out. Ty Smith is out. So 2 big defensemen there. Jesper Bratt's going to be out. Paco Zaka is going to be out. And I don't know what just happened there. All right, cool. It just cut to my Photoshop there for a second. So you saw the thumbnail there for the NBA video. But we're going over the total here between the Devils and the Penguins. I like this spot. The over is hit in the last... or in 8 of the last 10 games for these New Jersey Devils, and 7 of the last 10 games for the Penguins. So we're going over the total here between the Penguins and the Devils. Our next game here is the Philadelphia Flyers taking on the New York Rangers, -165 for the Rangers, +149 for the Flyers. Over under of 6 goals for this one. And confirmed goalies are Brian Elliott and Igor Shesterkin. And I lean with the Rangers on this game. They've dominated dominated the last couple games they've played against Philadelphia here. I lean towards the over. I lean towards the Rangers in this game. Overall, it's going to be a pass. One thing I will look at though is if you do have player props on your site, one player I want you to look at for a potential prop bet tonight is Mika Zibanejad, and the specific one we're looking at here is going to be that hat trick prop, because he had at one point he had a streak of back-to-back 6-point games against these Flyers here. So Mika Zibanejad hat trick prop on DraftKings Sportsbook is 27-1. So that's just an interesting prop bet I wanted to bring up there, but no action on this game. But definitely action on this next game, though. We get the Toronto Maple Leafs against these Winnipeg Jets, and I love this spot here. Minus 128 for the Leafs, plus 116 for the Winnipeg Jets. Over under 6 goals for this one. Connor Hellebuck versus Jack Campbell. And it's getting pretty obvious now with this Maple Leafs team. They have a problem with goaltending. The shine is off of Jack Campbell. He's not looked that great his last 2 starts. He's 11-2-1 now. 919 save percentage. So it's gone down from that 938, 940 save percentage he had beforehand. We are going with the Winnipeg Jets in this game, and this is a 5% best bet for me. This is my favorite play on the game slate. Winnipeg is 6-3-1 in their last 10 games. The Toronto Maple Leafs have lost their last 5 games. Have looked awful doing it. Back-to-back games against the Vancouver Canucks they lost, and it's looked really bad for them. I like Winnipeg short home dog here against a struggling Toronto Maple Leafs team. I'm all over these Winnipeg Jets today. Give me the Jets in this spot. Our next game here is the Dallas Stars and the Detroit Red Wings. Minus 191 for the Stars, plus 172 for the Wings. Antoine Khudobin projected in net against Jonathan Bernier. No confirmed goalies, though, for this one. Over under 5.5. Heavily juiced the under. And I would definitely lean towards the under in this game. Both these teams struggle to score a little bit. But for this game, it's going to be a pass for me. Probably a lean towards these Dallas Stars. You can get them on the puck line for plus 140. I don't lay puck lines that often, though. So this game is going to be a pass for me. Dallas has dominated this series 5-1 against the Red Wings this year. So a slight lean towards these Dallas Stars. No action on this one. I think the line's just a little wide for me to lay anything on. So passing between the Stars and the Red Wings tonight. Then we get an interesting game here between the Colorado Avalanche and these St. Louis Blues. And the real question is, who's going to be available to play with this Colorado team? They're coming off of a little bit of a COVID break. They're not going to have Rantanen. They're not going to have Donskoy. They're not going to have Byram. They're not going to have Byram. They're not going to have Johnson. And they're not going to have Grubauer. It's most likely to be Devon Dubnyk versus Jordan Binnington. And I think this is a great spot for the St. Louis Blues team with the short-handed Colorado team. I like this spot for St. Louis. They have struggled against Colorado this year, losing 4 of the 5 games. But I feel like this is a good spot for St. Louis and a decent price here, plus 143. We're getting some dog money. As much as I hate fading Colorado, I feel like this is a decent spot to do it because they haven't played. They had that little bit of a break, which could have broke their momentum. They've won 9 of their last 10 games, 4 in their last 4. But we're going with the St. Louis Blues here that are still fighting and clawing for a playoff spot. We're going to take them as home dogs here, plus 143. And our last game on the slate is going to be the Ottawa Senators taking on the Vancouver Canucks, minus 135 for the Canucks, plus 122 for the Senators. Over under of 6 goals for this one. Matt Murray and Thatcher Demko could be returning tonight after he was out the last couple of games with still under COVID protocol, where Brandon Holtby had 2 amazing games against the Toronto Maple Leafs. And we're going to go with the under in this last game here. A lean towards Vancouver as well, minus 135. Vancouver has won all 5 of the matchups this year. And the under is hit 4 of the 5 times. 6, I think, is a high number here. I'm going to go under the total between the Vancouver Canucks and the Ottawa Senators tonight in the final game. All right, quick recap of our plays for today, and then we're going to head on out for this video. We are taking the Buffalo Sabres and the Boston Bruins under the total of 5.5 for this one. We're going with the Carolina Hurricanes